Hey everyone, it's Apache here and welcome back to another episode of Modded Megaquarium, a brutal campaign mode. Thank you very much for joining me today and continuing to show your support for the series. If you do enjoy this episode, please leave a like and a comment, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe as well. So we are going into Napalos today, level 5. This is probably my second favourite level in the whole campaign series. Obviously level 10 is my actual favourite. But I really do like the look of this level, and I love the kind of the freedom you feel after being constrained for so long over the last 4 levels. This one does feel a little bit more free in the way that you can do stuff, in the way you can lay stuff out, in the amount of stuff you have available to you. And we are going to get straight into this now. We have reach rank 7 as our objective, earn 1,400 prestige as a second objective, and have 24 different animals. The way we're going to do that first is I want to have a play around with the modular tanks. So there's a lot we need to do, and the first thing I need to do is actually get rid of all of this stuff. And very similar to how we did it in the first series of this, I love the idea of keeping more or less this layout to start with, building back up the auditorium and having a big modular tank in here. I think I worked it with 2 wall tanks in the original, in my regular campaign. But if we take out all of these, because we don't need these for now, and then again we can move that out of the way. Come on, move. Can't actually pick that up. There we go. Move over to there. And we can move that. I might actually end up selling some of this off because we don't really have much to start with at all. And so I may need to sell all of that. But for now, I'm going to have this as the background area, and I'm going to try and lay a modular tank into this area here. And I would like to have this entire area as a single tank. But having never played around with the modular tanks, I don't know how they work. Do we even have access to them yet? That is a point. Yes, we do. Wonderful. Right, so we want that piece there, and then we want sides. So where are the sides? Let's see. How does all of this work? I think it's obvious that we're going to need that bit there. Ooh, they are just about the right size, aren't they? To have a little bit, I might take out just that little bit there as well. So if we put that in the centre there, and we have another one there, now we just need to work out the sides of them. So this might actually end up a bit bigger than I was hoping for. We can't press play yet either, so we need to actually get the rest of this in. So it'll be... which bits do we need? Okay, I've had a look through this, and it seems like modular tank 2 and modular tank 3 are the pieces that we would need. So I think I want to get rid of those ones first, and we'll come back in here and just see how cost prohibitive this is going to be. So if we get one of these to go there, and one on the other side as well, which will be that piece. And that would be 1 tank, just like that. That's already used over half of our money. And we don't have... No, it looks like we don't actually have the tetras either, so we can't quickly make money. So what I think we do is we build up around the idea that this space here is going to have a modular tank in it eventually. But for now, we're going to need to make a bit better use of our space. I also want to have one of my archways in, so that I can show you them basically. So I think we will expand that bit there, and if we expand that bit there, and then we can put one of these large archways in, just there. I think that looks pretty cool. I like that a lot. So we've got a nice little tunnel going through there now. Now what we can do we have any gift shops or anything? We have the fizzy drink machine, we have the chocolate vendor, and we have nothing else just yet. But what we can do is we can increase the space just here. No, actually, I want to bring that back in. And I want to bring it out just here. And I think I only want to bring it out by that much. And by that much there. And then in these little spaces here, we can have, let's see, we can have on this side a drinks machine and a chocolate machine. We'll have that on there. And we'll have a bin just in between them there. In fact, I'm going to put 2 bins just by the entrance, like that. And then eventually I will want the gift shops. So if we make way for the gift shops, we can take that bit away and that bit away. And maybe in that case we do actually want these bits as well. If we got rid of those, that will give us that amount of space. And I think that might look a little bit better, because then we can tuck these bits, the bins, into the corners there. We can have this move across by one. We can have a gift shop there and the guidebooks. That's the one I'm thinking. The guidebooks there and the guidebooks here. So you have a little gift shop area here before you walk into the main thing, and it's still shielded off by this. I want to keep this shielding off because I think that looks pretty cool. So we're going to have the palm trees there. I think I like the idea of having the nets just in there, and maybe we actually put a couple of shells around as well. There is another shell up here, and put that down there. I'll keep these here for now. I'm going to put those inside the tank. But for now, what are we going to do in terms of the tank? Because we don't have a huge amount of money remaining. If I move these around here, like that, just for now, get them out of the way. And again, I will move this out of the way as well. Replace that just there for now. I might want to increase the size of this just a little bit, but let's get a tank in. Let's see what we actually want for a tank. So I could do chrysal tanks. I could do cylindrical tanks. That would mean actually creating a little separate staff area. Or we could do large round tank. A series of smaller tanks. Or a large cube tank. How big is this large cube tank? That's not very big. So if we had... it would be like 3 of these, wouldn't it? So we have one there, and then one on either side. And they'd be quite... No, I think they're not going to look too good. Sorry, I'm being really indecisive here, but it's a big thing, starting off a new aquarium. So we don't want the observer tanks, but they stick out a bit, but we can go for... Maybe it is best off going for something like that, or maybe we go for a Belfast tank to start. Or maybe I want to see if we can get away with this, because this is what I really do want. So if we said it's going to be a bit off centre, if we said that one there and the piece 3 on that side. We've only got 1,100 left, so we don't have a huge amount to play with, but we can have those coming up there and get rid of that bit and put a staff door in there like that. So we have our tank. We need some stuff coming up for this, so if I put in all the way across there, it wouldn't let me go all the way across, so I can have to put it in like that, and one like that, and this will be our temporary one. And I really do intend on this being temporary. I don't want it for the entire of the playthrough, because I want this to be the entire thing, and then we can have like doors going off this way into another room over here. I think that's how I did it before, so I might have a door coming off down here. I might open this up entirely eventually, but we'll see as we go on. So what are we going to put in here to start off with? That's the question. We need to get staff, we need to get fish, and we need to decorate this thing. We need vegetation in there. For now, I'm just going to lob all of this stuff in there, and then we can see what space we've got left for stuff. I am going to need a door on this side as well, so we can go for a staff door just there. And then we will want to find out what fish we want in here. What do we have? I'm probably going to want science first of all. These lionfish do give very, very good science, especially for their size and for their price. We get 40 for 311 there at size 5. So yeah, I think we're going to go for a very, very simple start. Remembering that we are on brutal mode, we need to reduce as much as we can to start off with. Now we're only down to 788 just with 2 fish in there, and we still need a little bit of rock, and we still need the entire of the pump setup. So we might still need to take stuff away from this. So if we have even a basic pump is 100 odd. So we go for that. And then we have 100 heat. So let's see what we can do here. Actually going to be 2 of these, or maybe, well, it's 1 of these definitely. And then I'm going to have to go for a combi. Power combi. And then we're going to have to go for... Oh, we still don't have enough. We have just enough for a power filter. And that still doesn't give us enough. So we're going to need to start selling some stuff. If we sell... That actually gives us a decent amount. And then if we get rid of that one, we can actually get a proper filter in here. So we can go for... Let's just see if protein skimmer does it. Yep, that does. So now we need the feed. How much is the feed? Let's see, is 240. So if we get rid of these 2 shells, that allows us to get the feed mussels. We go like that. And we still need some cave. So how much is the driftwood? Oh, we have red algae. I like that. That looks really nice. So how much is cave? Let's have a look. Rocky overhang that would do, so we need 470 for that. Looks like, unless we get driftwood, how much is the driftwood? 100 and 135. 135. So if we put that in to start with, does it not count if it's in there? Okay, so it needs to be in this one. Let's move. Oh, no, 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 no. Did not want to do that. Add tank. This one. So this tank here, we want to move that into there. So we're on 3 out of 4. We need just a little bit more. So we can, well, to be honest, we can get rid of this one. Do not need that to start with. I still need to get staff as well. So we might need to sell a little bit more as well. But let's get, where's that, driftwood, small driftwood. And I've done that again, I put it into the wrong side. I might have to go there. Okay, so that is that tank. Okay. We just need staff now and then we can actually open the place. So you are feeding, fixing and gift shop. We don't need gift shop just yet, we just need feeding and fixing. So if we can find somebody who is pretty good, Sven, you are the chosen one. 92 per day, we have 96. There we go. And now we can actually officially open this place and see how it goes. Fingers crossed. Click to open. Right. Let's fast forward through our first day and just see what we're like by the end of this. We have a way through from front to the back, so that's good. You're just going to wander all the way around, aren't you? Of course. We have some people in where we can actually get back what we spent out for getting rid of some stuff. So we might actually want to get a broom stand straight away and replace that. That's going to be our first purchase because we want to keep this place clean. We want to keep it safe for all these people. Right, so what do we want? I want the guidebooks because they are going to be our first gift shop. But we do have all of this as well. The neon tetras are going to be important in this one because we're starting off from scratch. We do not have anything. So that is going to be our money base. It is extremely difficult to try and keep afloat in brutal mode if you do not have these neon tetra tanks, especially in modded mode where the stuff you're using is quite a lot more powerful and higher priced than the vanilla game. It's really difficult to keep your money up, and this is one of the best ways I've found for that. I don't know if there's many other gift shop mods. If there's a gift shop mod which I haven't added in that you know of, let me know. We're going to need these, but not straight away. So I think it's actually a good idea to try and get some guidebooks straight away. That is going to take a long time. Maybe it would be better. I'd like to try and get these not first, so that I'm not cheesing it all the time. Let's go for guidebooks. Yeah. We're only on +8 at the moment and it's 3,200 to get them. +16. When this one comes +24, what are you complaining about? That is the question. You looks a bit lifeless. Tank 5. Right, okay, so these two are counted as two different tanks. So you can have 100 in this one and 100 in this one. Okay, I get how modular tanks work now. They look like a single tank, but they act like multiple different tanks. Oh, these are all dying. What are you dying of? Why are you dying? because all of this is broken. They're dying quickly. We are going to need a new member of staff. I really should have been on top of this. We need to hire you. Oh, I know why. We don't have tool stations. Damn it, we might actually lose these two fish. And because of that, I'm going to sell these. I'm going to cheese it. This is the only time I'm going to do this, but I did miss something massive in all of that. We're going to grab one of those. We're going to grab one of these. And of course, one of these. There we go. Right. So these guys are now safe again. That was really annoying. Right, so is this... That's one question then. Do these need to be stacked together with pumps as well? If I put a fish in this, let's test that out while we're still paused. If I put a fish into here, yes. Okay, that's quite restrictive. So this might look like a big tank, but only this side of it is being used. This side is dropping our prestige. And in order to make it all work together, we need double the pumping system, double the heat, double the filtration. So these, for a large setup, if you're going to use 3 of them even, that'll be 300 space, but it'd also be 300 heat, it would be 300 of everything else. And so I think you would need to use the Uber filters and the Uber heaters and stuff really quite early on with these. And maybe that's a really good way of actually trying to do this level. Maybe a nice way to do this level would be to increase the size of our modular tank as we go on. So we have 2 sections at the moment, if we think about this. We have 2 sections, we have 2 fish, and we have 1 pumping system. But as we go on, our pumps will get more powerful, and I'll play this as we're talking. Our pumps will get more powerful, and our money will go up, our ability to feed the fish will get more and more and more, and our ability to have more of these things will get more and more and more. So if we expand out up this way, I'm not going to do it now, but if I just show you, if we expanded out like all the way up here and kept on increasing the size of this modular tank, how would that work in terms of being able to keep it full, being able to keep it actually working with filtration and the heat? Could we actually have cold and hot in the same visual space? So this looks like a single tank. It would be really interesting if we could have cold and hot in both of these, because you can see these fish are actually floating around within this side of the tank, but this side of the tank is not heated. So we might actually be able to put cold and hot in the same tank. That would be really cool. It'll be a little bit gamey, I know, but I think it would look really cool, and it would allow us to put lots of different combinations of stuff together. I quite like that idea. Let's play around with the mechanics of modular tanks and try and get as far into that as we can. I think now that we've got this far, that is where I'm going to leave it for today. I'm not going to do too much between episodes because I want to try and go through this modular stuff with you as much as I can. As you can see, we are actually making enough money for now to be able to do a bit even now at the beginning of next episode. So yeah, I think that is where we're going to leave it for today. Thank you very much for joining me today. If you did enjoy this episode, please leave a like, comment and subscribe on the video and to the channel, and I will see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please consider supporting me by subscribing to the channel and liking and commenting on the videos. Thanks. See you next time.